Hey, everyone wants to know how Justin's appointment went today with the ENT. The short answer is it basically went nowhere. Um, they did a hearing test. His hearing is fine, which is great, which I wasn't all that concerned about, even though that's why they thought we were there. It was not. I told him all of our concerns about his breathing and his snoring and his health. And he put a camera up Justin's nose, which was, Justin was not, he was not impressed with that. That was not a good moment. Not at all. I felt bad for him, but it was short term, so, you know. He said, with everything you've told me, I really expected his adenoids to be quite enlarged. But they are enlarged, but not as much as I thought they'd be. They are enlarged. I thought they'd be completely blocking the back. They're not completely blocking the back, but they are enlarged. So he's not going to do surgery. That was not his go-to. His go-to was to give us a nasal spray. He, described it to me and whatever. And I was like, okay, fine. That's not really what I want. I actually have been on that same prescription before, and it wasn't great. It was, it's effective for what you need it for, but I remember it being sometimes uncomfortable, like some of the side effects, like dry nose, and one of the side effects is nosebleeds. And that's why I was taking it, was for nosebleeds, so whatever. I thought, okay, well, it's for a different reason. Maybe it will work. He says, I'm going to see you again in 3 months. Like, okay, so we're just going to spray his nose. Oh, no, baby, not right now. And he said that will maybe help reduce his adenoids, take them down. Which I'm like, he's almost 9. He's had it this way his whole life. He's had sleep apnea his whole life. He's snored his whole life. And a nasal spray is going to magically reduce them and keep them that way? Like, that's a solution? Or is that just a Band-Aid? So I kind of fought with him about it, and I was like, why? Why is it like this? Why is he snoring, and why is he having sleep apnea if you don't think his adenoids are an issue? Oh, well, it could be congestion. And, like, I know this doctor is good, and he listened to me, and it was great, but I've been to a lot of doctors now, and I'm not getting the answers that I feel are sufficient. Even if it had been totally out of the blue, different solution, but it was a realistic solution, I would have been fine. This is not a realistic solution. He says it's congestion. It could be congestion from his allergies. Well, Justin doesn't get affected by allergies that way. He doesn't get stuffy nose and watery eyes or anything like that. He does not get that. Now, if he gets a cold, he's sick for weeks. But this is not what we're dealing with. This is not right. So I go to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist tells me this medication is something you should only be using for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. You can't use this full time because it's a steroid. It's a corticosteroid, which is what we have been trying to get away with his skin. He was taking inhalers that had steroids in them when they thought he had asthma and he didn't. He's had like at least 4 different kinds of topical steroids in the past 6 months. None of them are doing the job. We really wanted to get away from steroids on his, it was really affecting him negatively. His skin was changing. It was just not working. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing, and it was negatively affecting him. So I come home with this steroid nasal spray, and I tell Jay that it's a corticosteroid. Nope. And I'm on board. I mean, Jay and I are on the same page on this. We do not want to be putting more steroids into this boy. We want them to come up with a solution, a treatment plan, not a Band-Aid. So I am emotionally spent. Jay is frustrated and ready to take the reins in addressing some of the doctors, which is great. It's hard for him because he has to work, and I'm pretty capable of doing it. But people just listen to men more. They just do, and the medical community is not taking this seriously. And I just want them to live with him for like a week. 3 days. 3 days would do it. Live with him for 3 days and then tell me that this boy is fine. After we left the doctor's office, I told him we would go get ice cream. Miscommunication between me and him. He didn't understand where we were going. He thought he was going to get a specific ice cream that I could not get for him. And he had a full-blown meltdown in the store. He called me names in front of other people. It was very hurtful, and later I held my ground. Just nope, you've lost the privilege. We went home, and about half an hour later, he came up to me, very remorseful, and said, "I am so sorry, Mommy. I am sorry for what I said. I did not mean the things that I said, and I shouldn't have said them," which was wonderful because we don't often get that resolution, him and I. But he can't cope with his emotions. He has these big dark bags under his eyes. He snores every night. I can go in there on any given night and his breathing will be erratic. The ENT even said he's pretty restless sleeper. He tosses and turns. Yes, every single night. His body slams into the wall and scares the crap out of us. Like, he is the worst sleeper and always... Like, you can't sleep with him. Nobody can sleep with him. It's too disruptive. And so he was sure that when he looked in his nose that his adenoids would be an issue. But they weren't as large as he expected. So he said, he's not going to do surgery. And I don't know where to go from here. And yeah. So that's where we're at. That's the update. This is a long update, so that's the update. And keep praying for us because we got to keep pushing through this. We have to find something that's going to help this boy. The ENT did say, "Has anyone done blood work?" And I said, "No. This has been an issue the whole time. No one's done blood work. No one's done blood work." And he made a suggestion for a blood work that he thinks might be beneficial. So I'm hoping that he puts that in his report to our family doctor. Even if he doesn't, I'm going to talk to our family doctor about it. It's a screening for some autoimmune things and some deficiencies that present in some children who are sick all the time, which is Justin. So I guess that's our next step. But like I said this morning, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I need someone who's more knowledgeable than me, who has more resources than me, to say, "Here I am. I'm going to fight for your kid. I'm going to fight for his health, and I'm going to find a plan. And if one plan doesn't work, we're going to move on to the next one. And I'm going to be able to stop fighting so hard just to get a simple appointment to have something checked or have blood work done. Like, come on, guys. Like, the system's so broken. The medical system is so broken. There's no communication. There's no... I mean, yeah, I understand that we live in kind of like a hyperactive culture where, there's got to be a pill for that. But, like, seriously, take me seriously. I've been to so many people now trying to find a solution for my kid. There's something going on. I'm not a hypochondriac, and I'm not looking for attention. My kid needs help, and someone needs to help me. So, anyway, keep praying for us. That's our update. Thanks, guys. Love you.